Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another Friday night watch chat with Bobby Legs and Maison. I think Maison. I think you're the only one here this evening. Hey, that's okay, man. I hope you're having a great Friday. You're wearing your 50 fathoms 5015 on the wrist this evening. MD Chaz, good to see you. Yeah. So for hey, man, I just crazy week just to catch up a little bit. A crazy week with the kids again and all the stuff, man. So much stuff. We had a birthday party this afternoon. We had karate, baseball. So it's just softball. It's just been really crazy. This the my daughter's last softball game is tomorrow, and my son's last baseball game is next week. So I think things will settle down a little bit, especially in the afternoons. All we'll have is like karate, and that's all good. Hey, I got a new timepiece. Finally, got one. Right? It's been a long time. Um, and I'll do the reveal in a little bit if you haven't been able to guess through the thumbnail. But I want to say hello to you guys, and hey, let me know what you guys have on wrist. Nilo's here. What's up, my friend, Mr. Nilo? Peter C, what's up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, hey, Jason, greetings from Aruba wearing his Flux Quadras prototype. Awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, picked up something. So kind of like it was one of these like offers where you just cannot refuse, and I'll go into a little bit of the background on that, but without further ado, I picked up it's a Citizen. All right, it's a Citizen Series. See that the light here. Series 8, 870, grayish dial with a little rose gold color. It's not rose gold. Um, on the bezel, well, like the little sides over here. And I'm gonna pull up the site because my lighting is terrible in here in the evening time. And so I'll pull up the site and show you guys what it is and all the specs on it. Let me just say hello to some people here. Hey, Caliber is here. How you doing, Caliber? Thanks, Peter. Yeah. Yeah, Series 8. It's one of my favorite lines from Citizen now. I mean, I love Citizen, the Citizen line, great line. And a Series 8, I had a Series 8 GMT last year. Man, that's a great watch. I'm gonna get that watch again. Maybe a different color variation. I think I had the Pepsi coloration. Maybe I'll go with the Batman coloration. But they're really cool. I really like them. And there's something special about this movement too. Um, that well, I mean, it's special for the price point, right? I mean, there's nothing like world beater about it, but it's pretty cool. MD Chaz, he's wearing his Grand Seiko SBGA 373 tonight. Awesome. Scene one in Dubai, not here in Aruba. Are you Series 8? Are you referring to? Yeah, EZM3. My last remaining Zen. Wow. Nilo, culling the Zen collection. Man, interesting. So yeah, let me pull up some of the specs and you get some better imagery. Um, so this is the piece right here. It's a Series 8 870. Let's talk about the price here. This is not what I paid. It's 15.95, and on the site usually a Citizen will, I get the emails and the texts, 25% off, or whatever, 10% off, 10% off, 25% off. But it's never on the Series 8s. They never do. I haven't seen one yet when they do a discount. But what Citizen has, and it flies under the radar, is they have a eBay shop, right? And I think it's called Official Watches or something like that. Um, I forget the name, and I'll post it in the comments after the video what the name of their eBay shop is. And so it's basically they get like refurbished whenever watch gets returned, whether it be a Citizen or Freddie C or Bulova, Alpina, they get those watches that come in for whatever reason and returned, and they refurbished. Now the description of this was that it was a refurbished timepiece, and it may have some nicks or scratches in the back of the bracelet. I mean, of the case or on the bracelet. I haven't found any. I haven't found any. This watch looks like it's spot on. It also doesn't come with all the boxes and all the paperwork, all the instructions. It's just like a plain old Citizen box that it came with. That's totally fine. But I paid around um it was 5.99. It was 5.99. So like almost like a third off. So and with taxes, it was about 60% off the price that you see here. And I've been hunting these. I've been trying to get one of these, right? They have a black dial version with that instead of the rose gold on the bezel there. As you see, they have like black, and they also have a blue and black dial and blue dial as well, right? Um, but they have this one too, which I liked, and and the eBay store didn't have any, right? So I've been going on the eBay store, their eBay store, um, for weeks now, hoping that they would pop up, one would pop up, and I was almost like giving up, and I found another one. So a seller out in California was selling this particular watch for like $900, and I was trying to negotiate down, and it wasn't really working. I think I was able to. He sent an offer for 850, and I was about to pull the trigger. I was like, you know what? That's still like for a new watch. You're getting almost 50% off here. Um, I should just do it. I mean, I want the watch. I like it. I like the way it looks. And then I just did another search for the Series 8, a general search just in case something popped in. And sure enough, this one was on the um, Citizen eBay store page, and they also had a white one, a white dial one, which I wasn't like too fancy on, and it didn't have the cool. I really like the dial texture here on this one, the dial pattern. The other one had a flat white dial for the same price, and like literally, it must have just gone up those two. And I pulled the trigger on it, and then like an hour later, I went to go check to see if the white one was still there, just out of curiosity, and that was gone too. They were both listed at 5.99. So I think I got a good one here. Let's catch up with the chat, and then we'll talk about specs on this one. Um, let's see here. Have you seen Thomas's new piece? Yeah, the Brigade. Yeah. I like it. I like it. The Grand Fu enamel dial. It's a nice piece. Nice piece. He put some pictures of it up on the Bobby Legs Discord channel. The website renders true, but I still do like what I see on the website. But you're right, the renders don't do it justice. But I mean, it really looks pretty slick. But I still like it the way it looks here on the website. Thanks, Nilo. Um, thanks, Caliber. Um, did you stop at any Annie's after you bought this at the mall? JK says, um, right, right, or what's that? A Cinnabon, right? Oh man, no, I haven't seen these at the mall. Like this is like you don't. I mean, like, well, I haven't been at the mall or to a mall in a really long time. Anyway, um, thanks, man. Thank you, Peter. Hey, what's up, Wilson? Good to see you. Um, so just to get some dive into some more of the specs here on this one. Um, it is a uh 40, so it's a 40 millimeter case, 40.8. Lug width 11, obviously. It's an integrated bracelet, so it's gonna be a wacky um, lug width. Water resistance 100. Full door class. It's a push. It's a pin and collar, and it's been it's been a long time since I sized one of these bracelets in, and I think I lost a collar somewhere. Anyway, and I bent the pen, but that's okay. I had to remove a couple of them. But happy on how the sizing turned out. Like I was able to find a good dial it in for a good fit. AR coding. Now, what's cool about this is that they have this automatic 0950 movement, and it's got a 50-hour power reserve, but it's got a minus plus 10, minus 5 plus 10 seconds a day, which I thought is pretty good, for a timepiece in the 600 range that I got it for, right? And I saw a video that Random Rob had done about 10 or 11 months ago, and he mentioned on this that movement, the 0950, that automatic movement, um, the Citizen's not selling it to others. There's no Miota quote unquote version of it, right? Out there. So this is just the Citizen movement for only Citizen watches for now, right? So minus 5 plus 10, I'm pretty happy with that. It looks like it's keeping good time. Anti-magnetic for 1600. What was it, Gauss? Is that what that is? Or amperes or whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm very happy with it. I would have guessed that the lug to lug is probably 48. I'm guessing, and that with the end links, it's probably like 52. I might be totally off on that. I'm just guesstimating. Anyway, it fits great on my wrist. Um, and but I would say that the case, like it's got some weight to this. This has got some weight. The case has some weight to it. Or either that the bracelet is very very light. It is stainless steel, as I said. It's not titanium. But it's not like bad weight. You know what I mean? Like it just fits. You know, it just sits very very well on the wrist. Like you're definitely gonna know that it's there. But yeah, no, I'm digging it. I'm very happy. I've always been a big fan of Citizen, as you guys know, and so like I'm really glad I could bring this piece into the collection, and I just love Citizen, and it gave me that little fix that I needed, and now like I'm like okay, I don't have the means at the moment or want to spend big time money on a luxury timepiece quite yet. I mean, there's a couple things we got to still do around the house and the kids right now. I guess it's not like a top priority for me to get back into buying luxury timepieces. Although that time will come, right? It will come, just not anytime soon. And I'm just like, I like Citizen. This is I think it's a handsome watch. I like it, and maybe I'll add like a Seiko diver. I would love to add a Marine Master, one of those like not the new Marine Masters, um, but like one of those like SLA 23 or whatever those numbers are, right? There's a blue dial, there's a green dial one. Those ones. I know they're big and they're heavy, but I liked it. I like that. Something that's like iconic when it comes to um, Seiko dive watches, right? I'm not interested in a turtle. I'm not interested in the Willard, just never really got into that design and that look. But I want something like that, and then like, I got my G Shocks. I got a nice little Japanese watch collection. I still want to get the GMT version of the Series 8 again. I want to do that. That would be a rebuy. And man, I always think about the chicken watch, that titanium one with a washi dial that I've had, had the blue dial and the black dial version of them. Um, but that polishing on that, it was like, not to the level of Grand Seiko, but very, very, very close, right? And that movement that they had there, that was accurate 5 seconds a year. How cool is that? So yeah, you know, I'm thinking of a couple Japanese watch rebuys. Um, and then like maybe add like a high end Casio G-Shock, like the Stealth Wealth, right? The titanium. Mrs. Legs has got one that she stole from me. The camo, Digi camo. Um, but anyway, let me catch up with you guys. Um, I like Benzinger. I like him too. Actually, I really do like him, Von Krul. It's that it had been a long time since I sized one of those, and there was a time there about a year and a half, 2 years ago, where I was just like in a groove with these things. Like, I was like getting like, Seikos and Citizens, and having to like, you know, size these bracelets. I was, a lot of the watches were coming in and going out, and I got like really good. I was like really, really good at this. Like I didn't feel any anxiety. I didn't need the room to be quiet. The kids didn't need to be in bed. You know what I mean? Like I was able to like, do that and like multitask and do something else, right? So but I do like them. I do like them. Yeah, 60% off retail, right? Through their eBay store, which is mostly, or all of them are like refurbished or returned items. Great condition though. Great condition. Like I can't find, they give you that, they have that general description where like there might be some scuffs in the back of the case and on the links and whatnot, and I can't find anything. And if it's there, then I haven't seen it. I'm good with it. It looks like it's running. The time is running really well on it. Who's random Rob? Yeah, yeah. I love not being in a hurry and trying to find a sweet deal. Yeah, yeah. But I came close. I came close to pulling a trigger on it at a higher price point, which still would have been a good deal anyway. Because you don't, like I said, like, you know, Citizen will send out those emails and those texts, every like Father's Day or Memorial Day, whatever holiday it is, and it's like 25% off, and everything's on 25% off, except for, of course, the watch that you want. I'm a big fan myself. Oh, there's another Citizen that's very, very tempting. Of course, that um, just came out. It's a big boy, and of course, no deal on it. I'll pull it up in a second. Um, Let me see here. No, 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 the quest is still on. The quest is still there. It's just going to take some time. I mean, I needed to get something in this. I mean, well, at the time, before this watch came here, like all I had was like the Panerai GP, um, my Mrs. Legs 856 Zen, and the Heinrich Diver that I had, and of course G-Shocks. And I just needed some fresh blood. I just needed some fresh blood in here. Um, yeah, yeah, okay. Um, Usually when you buy a watch like that, you can't even find one mark on it. Yeah, I know. Like it's gonna be part of my rotation going onto their eBay store every day, and see if like something that I really want. Um, so I'll just get a bigger hammer. Yeah. Here's the other one. They, they just came out with a new ProMaster um, that I thought was awesome. Um, this one right here. I love this for some reason. I just love this dial. I like this, and I'm not a big red dial guy. Not at all. Not at all. Let's see here. Can I? All right. The site's a little slow. Um, so let's see if this pulls up. Do 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 do. Bing bada bing ba bing. There it goes. Okay. Um, I like this one, man. I like this. Eco Drive, 300 meters. It's a 46 case, millimeter case, but there's like there appears to be like no. I mean, it looks like the lugs are maybe tucked underneath. So is it that big? Like I like that big old saturated diver look, like like with the older Seiko Marine Masters, right? I just like that look. That it looks like the dial's a little bit smaller because it's mostly all bezel. It's big old chunky. You know what I mean? Like I like that. But this is it's 695. And I expect this one, you know, by July 4th, right? they'll have maybe a 25% off. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I think this is okay. So it's stainless steel, right? 46. Yeah, yeah. So it's a big boy, a 300 meter. Oh, but it looks so dang cool, doesn't it? Don't it? Ah, can I imagine pairing this up, the Series 8, with this one in the collection? Um, yeah, there's something about this color that I just like. I don't know. What do you guys think? Von Krul, he is saying I got a really nice deal on an Alpina Star Timer quartz because it had a mark on the case back. Tough to see even when looking for it. Right. Yeah. With these watches, at this price point, like we can get away with that, right? If that means that we're going to get like 50% off, 40, 50, 60% off because there's a slight mark on the case back, man, so what? That new ProMaster is smaller than the EcoZilla and more wearable than like a tuna. Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, thanks for I mean, like your Symphony. You just sold me. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Not now. I mean, I just got this. I'm trying to like piggyback. I'm trying to like not buy in clusters because that's when I get in trouble. Not only do I get in trouble because like I'm handing out money, right? But it's eventually I end up selling all those watches when I buy them in clusters like that. So I'm gonna wait. Maybe this will be if I'm still into it by the end of the year, right? I can make it. So what's 7 months now? Oh yeah, Christmas. 7 months from now will be like Christmas. I can a nice little red, holiday spirit dive watch. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna revisit this one. I'm gonna put a pin on that. I'm gonna revisit this one come the holidays. Hey now, Joey B. Hey now. I'm trying to find a good deal on a Certina DS Action Quartz chronometer. Yomaless, man, you love Yoma, man. We were chatting on email. You picked up a watch off Yoma. 550 can't actually get it right now. Um, so you can't get it, or Yoma doesn't have it in stock. Because be careful when with Yoma, right? When they say they don't have it in stock, that means they got to go out and find it. Typically, when they say it's like 4 to 6 weeks delivery, it means they don't have it. Yeah, Yoma can't get it now. Yeah, so just I had to give you and just share a little story. Like years ago, I think it was an El Primero. They had an El Primero that I wanted to get. It was like the perfect one, right? I ended up buying it through Ross Ganlon, and then Peter C actually bought it from me. Um, that was years ago. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. Um, so Yoma Shop, had it. I paid it, right? I paid for it. Did I pay for it? Did I? I forget if they actually charged my card or not. I don't think they did. Maybe they did. I don't. No, no, no. They couldn't have. Anyway, um, so like it said 4 to 6 weeks, and I had no idea. I just thought, okay, it was just simply out of stock. And then like 2 months passed by, and then that order was still there, right? They didn't charge. That's right. They didn't charge me, but like it still showed as ordered. So like as soon as they get it any day now, they could just charge me. And they just didn't want to wait anymore. It was like 2 months, and they just didn't have it. They didn't have it. They couldn't source it. It's not like they have, and which makes sense, right? I mean, they're an online great market dealer, right? So they either have it or they don't, right? It's not like they're getting it from the brand. Who knows? Maybe there's backdoor, or that used to happen. I don't know, but just be careful with that. You know, keeping an eye on it. Certina is an interesting brand for me, offering some attractive HAQs in titanium. Yeah. So this one, let's go back to the ProMaster. This one is definitely in the running. Um, let's see here. Hold on. Let's go on eBay and see what they. Sometimes they get these watches. Okay. Oh, see, so this is like a blue dial version of it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is from Spain. See, here's the thing that makes me nervous about this. Um, and I think I may have talked about it. I know I talked about it on Sam's live stream on Saturday. Like I know there's a threshold where I think it's $800 where you don't pay a tariff, or it was that way. Like I don't know what's going on with the tariffs. So like I'm wary of buying anything that's coming from out of the United States. Not because there's bad sellers out there. It's because I just don't know if this is going to be subject to tariffs or not. I'm just unclear. I just don't know. And if it's like 50%, you know, and I think he took that back. I don't know what's going on, but but he could put it on anytime he wants. That's the thing. Like I could order this today, and then on Monday before it ships, he puts a 50% tax on Europe again, on the EU, and now I'm paying one and a half times here, right? Whatever, and then state tax. You know what I mean? Now this is like an $800 watch. So I just don't know. Oh, you guys probably they got rid of the Diminis, so that's gone, right? Okay. What do I do now if I wait and appeal the tariff ruling in 2 weeks? Yeah, yeah. No, no, no citizen watch get away tonight. No. Yeah, yeah. Um, so that's it right here. Okay, so Malaysia, same thing. Like I just don't know, man. Is there? I could do U.S., but I don't think there's going to be any. This is a big boy. This watch is great. Chaz sent this to me, and it's basically the same. Um, but this has lugs here. This is a big watch. This is a big watch. I feel like the other one though, with the lugs tucked underneath, it looks um, like almost like a tuna, and the rubber strap, it won't make it feel so big. Um, yeah, I don't think they have the one I'm looking for here in the States. I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out, guys. Just gonna wait it out. Yeah, what a roller coaster. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. We know it's those tariffs that are a nightmare, and the biggest part of it that it changes day by day. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer and talking about tariffs, but let's um let's take a look. I haven't really seen much um come out this week. Well, I was really busy this week, so I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even do a news video at all this week, which is crazy. May was a crazy month for me. The new Burgundy Mont Blanc. It just looks like it's a dial. Um, Persica Belva. Let's take a look at this. Mito adds a chic gold PVD version of this watch. Hey, this is not a bad looking watch. This is not a bad looking watch at all. It's pretty safe design wise, right? I mean, and maybe the safe is good, whatever. Um, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. Um, let's talk price. What's the price? 1410 euro. The caliber 80. Yeah, I mean, obviously nobody's paying full price for this. 44 case diameter. So it's a big boy. 13.2 case thickness, 50 lug to lug. It's a big watch. I mean, if you're 6 and a quarter, 6 inches wrists and down, You're not wearing this one. Maybe even 6.5. It might be borderline for you. But integrated brown rubber strap. I kind of dig the brown, man. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, that's a handsome watch. It's expensive, but may get 30% off new you know from whatever AD or wait to get this in a secondary. That's not a bad looking timepiece from Mito. Um, it's a lot for Powermatic 80, right? Yeah. Okay. Not bad, Mito. Not bad. Um, Bell& Ross releases the new BR03 Diver Loom outline. Hey, now I can get I can get behind on board with this. Where's the intern, Hobby Bobby? Where's Hobby Bobby? He's a big Bell& Ross guy. I dig this. I like that loom outline. Let's get a loom shot. Yeah, might be a Bell& Ross that I like. I mean, there's a couple that I like. I like that. And with the PVD coated throughout, this is pretty slick. I like this. Let's talk specs here. 42, okay, by 42, fine. 11.2 thickness, nice. For 300-meter water resistance, that's pretty okay. Black ceramic. Oh, it's ceramic. Okay, so it's not like PVD. It's not stainless steel like with a PVD coating on it. Microblasted, unidirectional rotating bezel, 60 minute scale markings, filled with green emission super luminova X2 craft sapphire crystal with AR coating. Dials matte black, applied indices and skeletonized hour and minute hands. I like this one. Mm, Joey B, where are you? Are you in here? What do you think? BR Cal 302, Solida base 300. I approve. Whoa, 5,500. Ouch. I guess because it's ceramic, right? I guess it's limited to 500 pieces. 54-hour power reserve. I don't know. Is that a lot? Is that a lot of money? I think it is, right? I mean, it's limited to 500 pieces. I mean, that's not really limited. I don't know. I don't think of like a limited edition as like 100 or less to me. Maybe 200 or less. 500. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Price aside, I haven't made up my mind on the price right now. But I do like this watch. Um, hey, thanks, Maison. Bell and Ross use SW 300 in some of their watches. That's a personal favorite of mass produced. It's a good movement. 200 not so good. 300 good. I approve. Yoma has some Bell and Ross deals. It's good, but still prefer the olive green dye. Yeah, that's going. But you know what? I mean, Joey, I just like this loom outline. I just like it. Mm, that's a good one, Bell. That's a good one, Bell. Okay, let's keep it moving. Oh yeah, Moser came out with like a digital watch. I come with some. Isn't like a digital screen on this one? Streamliner Alpine Diver Edition plus something else totally unexpected. Yeah, Moser gets silly sometimes, man. Moser gets silly. That's okay. Oh, the movement side on this one's just bananas, though, right? Um, where's the other one? Let's see. There it is. They get silly. I don't like this. Mm-mm, not one bit. Um, So see, what do you get? You get both watches in the package. Shima and Empire Divers Edition. Yeah, you get both package. Limited edition, 200 pieces. Exclusivity available in the box set with a connected Streamliner Apple Mechanics Edition. Okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know, man. Whatever. They just I feel like Moser does a lot of high end gimmicks, right? And it's one thing to do it once in a while, but they seem to do it a lot. Um, Jeffrey, what's up, Jeffrey? Bell and Rust reminds me a little bit of the Citizen ProMaster B90027. Okay, I'm going in. BN0227. Oh, this one. I mean, you got the squish. I've had this watch. Maybe not this colorway, but I've had this watch. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, you know what? This, I wasn't in love with this watch. When I had it, I don't know why. Like, I just felt like the case had a lot going on, right? Um, with these, I don't even know what to call it, these corners here that just popped up, and it's just like, yeah, it's a good watch. It wasn't for me. Um, okay, let's take a look here. Some more news for y'all. Monceau Model 01. Is this the one? Oh, yeah, yeah. So I was on Sam's the Casual Watch Reviews um, stream on Sunday. I had some time. My mother-in-law was in town, and she had the kids, and I had done my chores for the day. And one of the guys that was on, who came on a little late, is the guy who, I guess this is like a son. This is an old one of these old Phoenix brands, right? And and he was on, and he's kickstarting this watch. And I mean, like, I'm kind of a sucker for the integrated bracelet style look, and this is not a bad. I mean, this is pretty. It's decent. You know what I mean? Like, I do like the dial and what's going on there. Um, and the specs are pretty good. And if you got in, well, the invitation is going to come out. But he said, like, if you're super super early on it, the price point's good. Um, and it seems like it's Swiss made, right? Or Swiss assembled. I mean, he gave us a little insight. Is like, whenever you're doing like whenever you're like putting watches together, I mean, you have to go to China. You have to go to China to source some of these parts and source some of the labor. There's no getting around that, and all the big brands do it. Um, and so, but he locked up an outfit in Switzerland, and I think they're going to be putting it together enough for it to be, like, considered by the standards a Swiss watch, and it's not a bad timepiece. It's not a bad timepiece. I wish they got the best. Um, and I'm sure Sam will get one in for review. He used a manual movement, a Celita 210. Elaborate grade 42-hour power reserve on this one. And early bird Kickstarter 745 US. Um, not bad, not bad, not bad. I like this cool. I think this is a cool dial. Again, wish the guy luck. It's not an easy business to get into, right? You really have to have a passion for it to jump in and do all the work, man. The guy's done a lot of work to get this watch off. Yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about with new timepieces. What's up with you guys? Hmm? What's up with you guys? Yeah, yeah. I'm a sucker for manual movements. I think I told him. I asked him like, what was the consideration of going manual versus automatic, and he was a sucker for manual timepieces too. And I think also with the automatic, it would add like a little thickness to the watch, and so it's a little bit thinner now that without the wind, the rotor in there. Um, well, I'm hunting for a SW300 based watch, maybe a cool manual wind, or maybe a cool manual. Um, I love the Zen U50s, and they have an SW300 in there, but I'm not sure if you're looking for a dive watch, and at that price point, I think that's around like 3 grand. Um, but Zen uses the SW300s if that's like what you're interested in. If you like um, those watches. Um, yeah, you consider the U50. I don't think the 856 has a 300, but that I could be wrong. Um, but maybe it does now. Um, when I purchased my 856s, they had an ETA, yeah, movement on there. Okay, so it does, yeah. Okay, so that's a great watch. That's um, a really like an everyday like an everyday watch. The 856. It's definitely an everyday watch, and it's a little slightly bigger than the 556. I think the 556 is a 38. The 856 is a 40. But you're looking at barely, just under 11 millimeters, right? It's like 10 point something or other, the case thickness on that, and just like a really, really legible, you know, just a good watch. Um, or maybe a cool manual wind up watch. Yeah, I think everybody should have one of those in the collection, right? A manual wind. Um, would be sweet if you have the wrist size for it, something with a Unitas 64, 98, or 97. And you can get those. Man, I had a Steinhardt regulator that had a manual wind Unitas, and it looked good. It was great. It was a great watch, and at the time it was like 600, $700. I got it from No One Watches. That's based out of Singapore. I got that like about 5 or 6 years ago. It was cool. It was a cool timepiece. Um, but yeah, like Stova, you can get like one of those 6498s or 97s on one of their watches. Okay, so you built. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, it's fine. Um, so you're a little more involved, Von Crow. You like to tinkle, tinkle. Everybody loves to tinkle. Well, I don't know what I was trying to say. You like to tinkle. Yeah, you like to tinkle with watches. Oh man. Oh. Anyway, hey, look. I guess it's probably a good time to call it a night. Anyway, hey, look, I appreciate you guys coming on. I got a new timepiece, and I'm happy to share that with you guys. And have a great weekend. And I promise that I'll be on next Wednesday night. if not on Friday, but I'm gonna try to get there on Wednesday, um, if I can. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.